my family who is what, so that accordingly, I change my behavior or encourage somebody or not, or discourage.
Yeah, so when you're here for the course, you're going to get dosha questionnaires, which you can make copies of. If you want, feel free to email me and I'll send out more copies. You just have to make them do the questionnaires, but in a neutral environment. You're not a pitta because you think you want to be a pitta. It is how your response is. This is more about your first response. So Prakriti is not how you're feeling that day, it's how your inner self is at all the times. So just because I'm a little charged up today, I'm not going to be a Vata. I'm just charged up today because I'm like going around different things. So you have to make sure you can get someone who knows you, who's really familiar with you, and then you can discuss certain questions and know what your Prakriti is. Yeah, sure.
I was just can you say a little bit about how they mix? Like, I wonder if very many people are just one. Like, when you were talking about it, I could say,
the Prakriti.
I'm kind of that, and I'm kind of that.
Yeah, you can have a single dosha dominant. You can have two of them, one recessive, one dominant. So I'm basically like a pitta, kapha, which are almost equal. You can be a vata pitta, you can be a vata kapha, you can be a sama dosha prakriti, but all three are in complete balance. So in terms of your physicality and everything, your vata is not the most celebrated prakritis because they are going to be a little weak. Kaphas are the more sturdier ones. They are the most sturdier ones who have ample wealth, ample blessings, everything together. Vatas are the ones who are kind of struggling sometimes, but because they have a lot of ideas, they put a lot out into different venues, but they have to kind of, have everything together and maybe solo focus and get things done. Pittas are the ones who are very sharp. So if you ask someone and you get a response right away, he has like a pitta mind. Vatas are someone who are quick to learn. If you teach something to a vata, they'll be like, okay, I get it, but they'll forget in 20 minutes. So they don't have a good retention.
But I guess, Manjiri, you were asking in the Prakriti, if there's some like balanced ones, like all three balanced.
Yeah, you can have one, you can have two. At the same time, you can have like one, a score of 19, you can have the other as 8. So you could be combinations. It's called Dvandva Prakriti. So Vata Pitta, Pitta Kapha, or Pitta Vata. So you can have different permutations and combinations. And nothing is good or bad. It's just to understand your true potential. With the media nowadays and all the craziness going on outside, with size 0, like everyone has to be a size 0, but a Kapha can never be a size 0. He can be a maximum size 6. So teaching kids about Ayurveda is very important. It develops their self-confidence. If I know I'm never going to be a size 0, I'm not going to aim that. I know it's normal for me to be a size 6, and that's fine. So you always have to see about your doshas. With a vata, he's going to be a creative person. He is not going to sit down and study at one desk and maybe study math. He's going to be great in art. So you have to encourage them to explore their potential. So that's what this is all about. Any questions so far? Or yeah, sure.
So the challenge is to try to become the other. It seems to be something.
Try to balance.
The balance.
Yeah, try to balance. So with Vata, you have to try to balance your Prakriti. When we talk about different seasons, where you're for the spring cleanse. So spring is the season your Kapha is at an all-time high because of the environment as well. So if you look at the environment outside, there's a lot of snow which has melted, there's a lot of water, humidity, so it is going to increase the same qualities in your body. So a Kapha body type has to balance, has to eat the opposite qualities of foods to balance his Kapha at that time. If you're a Vata, you have to balance your Vata, that's the key. And an example I would give is at different stages of life, each of the doshas is dominant. So when you look at a baby is round, chubby, nice. He's in the growth phase. So that's the anabolic activity of Kapha where they're growing. So babies are always going to be Kapha dominant no matter what their Prakriti is. Pitta is your middle age when you're trying to make a living, you're trying to do different things just to survive. When you're in that constant survival mode, you're having Pitta dominance by nature. So that's when most people, even though they're Kaphas, they can be prone to ulcers or other issues. If they're Pittas, they will get ulcers for sure, but Kaphas are more prone to it as well during that time because of the age. Vata, especially as you grow old, your skin starts drying out, everything starts drying out. So that's the time of Vata dominance in your life stage. If you're a Vata dominant person, you're more prone to arthritis or osteoporosis. As a female, you're more prone to osteoporosis. You're more prone to hardening of the arteries if you're a Vata body type. Kaphas are fine. They are the ones who can survive without moisturizers. So Vatas would need them all season, all the time. So that's about the 3 doshas. Then Ayurveda also is a preventative science. It's not about curing different things. It's not about giving an antibiotic, and nothing against an antibiotic. They have a time. Each thing on this earth has a time and a place for everything. Like there's a time and place for each and everything. Even poison used wisely can turn into medicine. And we're just talking about antibiotics. But then the logic for Ayurveda is when I'm treating someone, I should not cause another disease. So if giving you an antibiotic is making you have more diarrhea, then I'm not doing my job. It's not called chikitsa. The definition is chikitsa, to heal whatever you're going through without causing a newer disease, and that's what Ayurveda believes in. Ayurveda also talks about prevention. Sometimes when you find a disease, it's too late. There's already a lot of damage done to your body. With the seasonal cleanses, with understanding Ayurveda, with understanding your own body types, you can prevent a lot of diseases, not have diseases. So prevention is always better than cure. And of the 2 main goals of Ayurveda, prevention is the first one, and then you will treat anything that's formed. But each and every person has to prevent diseases occurring in their body or their mind. And we have the dinacharya, which is the daily regimen, and the ritucharya, which is the seasonal regimen that we follow for that. Any questions so far?